reason why some women leave good men. First reason why some women leave good men. And y'all, this is going to be the one I hear the most. Because they are not over their past. Because they are not over their past. Now, some men, they don't understand this. This is very, very important. If a woman has not left her past relationship, it's not been a lot of time removed from her last situation, and she is not over her last man, that will play into the song of your relationship. Okay? Because some women, this is the thing about women. You have to understand this about women. Men are different. Men, if they're not ready for a relationship, they're not getting in one. I don't care how much they like the woman. I don't care how attracted they are to her. I don't care. They could be thinking about this woman every day. In fact, I feel like most men, when they're leaving a relationship or on the way out of a relationship, they already have their eyes set on one. There's a woman that they've already seen. And they're like, I want her. I'm not ready for her, but I want her. And most men have that. Most men have, before they leave their last, it's completely over. They already know. There's another. They usually have their sights set on another one. And listen, guys, when relationships are going, when they're on their last leg, you guys are arguing a lot. There's a lot of tension. Disrespect is happening. It's very easy for a lot of men to find, like, okay, all right, I'm done. Like, you get to a point where it's too much, and so you're already figuring your life out outside of the relationship you're in, because the relationship you're in is on its last leg. You know it, and the person knows it, unless they just not based in reality. That's a whole nother situation. So a lot of guys, because of that, they're like, okay, you know what? This is the type of woman I want to see myself with in the future. I'm not ready for her now, but I can see myself with her. And that's a woman that kind of stays there. She kind of stays in that scenario. But he is going to just kind of deal with women in a certain capacity after that relationship. He's going to try not to get into a relationship. He's going to try to stay single. Most guys, not all guys, most guys, okay? They're going to try to stay single for a little bit, at least 6 months. They're going to try to stay single. They're not going to jump into something else right away. Women, on the other hand, are going to probably try to find somebody else immediately. Most women are, when they leave a relationship or they've been left, they're trying to build up their ego, okay? They feel rejected, perhaps, and, whatever, and they're just trying to prove something to themselves, right? That they still got it, they can still get other men, and so they get into the field, and what they do is they're not being discerning. They're looking for another good option to make themselves feel like they doing something, okay? We have to caveat this. These women are not ready for relationships, right? They're at this point really just trying to find, they know that you're a good guy. You have to be a good guy to meet some type of criteria for them to feel like they still got it. So you're a good guy, but they're not ready for you. They know you good. They're just not ready for you, okay? They're just trying to prove to themselves that after this relationship, for however long it was, that they still got it. Depending on their insecurity levels, it really just does depend on how fast they move on, right? But again, a lot of times when a woman has not healed from her last relationship, let's say it's a 3-month window. She left her man in August, and she with you in October, or she with you in November. She not ready for a relationship. What she will do is try to fill the space with one. So even though she's not ready, she's still putting full court pressure on you to wipe her up. She's not ready, though. She's not ready. But she's trying, in her mind, she feels like she's ready because maybe she's irritated at her ex. Maybe her ex did this, that, and the third, and she's fed up and she hasn't forgiven him. So she all mad, she all bitter. So she's, oh, I'm done with him, forget him, blah, blah, blah. But if a woman reacts with a lot of emotion towards her past, she's not over him. She's not over him. She's lying. That's not true. But the reality is that she is not ready for the next relationship. So if you are with a woman that has maybe been single for the last 3 months, Women usually within that 3-month window are trying to find somebody else pretty quickly. After the 3-month window, they'll relax a little bit. But that 3-month window, you're trying to find somebody to fill in the space. Or some women do. Some women don't, but there's a lot of women that do try to fill in the space, and then they kind of relax a little bit, and they're cool. But it's unfortunate because I don't think that women, like, especially today with the way the culture is and the music that we listen to, the culture is saying just find another, just find another. Just find another one. Just get with another man. Hot girl summer. Wah, 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 wah. They do all that, but it literally leaves you more broken, right? When you should be healed, you still bitter. You know, we a year past this breakup, you still mad. Why? Because you didn't heal. You just found somebody else to distract you for a little bit, and then you get back to your real feelings. Okay? So I say that again to say that the number one reason why some women leave good men is that they weren't ready for that man to begin with because they had not done the adequate healing process that's required. You want her to be single for at least 6 months, depending on how long the relationship, a year. If it's a long relationship, a year. You want a woman to be single for a year before you entertain her. And if it's a, shorter term relationship, let's say she was with the man, depending on that, you want at least 3 to 6, I would say 6 months. You want her 6 months removed to take her seriously anyway. 6 months removed, because otherwise than that, you're getting a lot of things that don't belong to you. Okay. So that's the number one reason why some women, leave good men. Number two. A year, let me see what somebody says. A year, that's way too long. No, it's not way too long. If you've been in a relationship with somebody for like 10 years, you gonna be over them in 3 months? Are you gonna be over them in 6 months? That's 10 years. You've been with somebody for 5 years. You gonna be over them in 6 months? No. It's gonna take you at least a year of intentional healing for any type of relationship. I'm saying any type of relationship. It takes about a year. Okay, so after that year mark, yeah, you can start taking people seriously, but you need a year. You need a year after a long-term relationship. When men jump into relationships too soon, or women jump into relationships too soon, those relationships never last. Those are not the people they actually want to be with. It's just the person that they met when they were broken to try to heal them. But you have to understand, only Jesus can heal. People can't. People can love you in ways, like you can experience a good love with somebody or a good vibe with somebody, and that can heal you in a way that, oh, okay, good people do exist, or I can connect with somebody again, or I can be in love again. But that's not healing you. That's more, it can be, love can heal, but not like that. Number two reason why some women leave good men, and this is unfortunate, this is just a reality. Some women, because they've been in toxic relationships. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they're not over their past. They just have been in toxic relationships, and, whatever the case may be. Good men, stable relationships, healthy relationships are not the most exciting. They're not. And if you're somebody that is maybe younger, maybe not necessarily well-versed in life, in relationships, they think that that's boring. They think the ups and downs, the instability of relationships are what make it exciting. And that's absolutely wrong. Okay. Healthy relationships are absolutely the way to go. Okay, I will take a peaceful relationship for 500, Alex. I will take a peaceful relationship for 500. So a lot of women leave men because they feel like the relationship is boring, or the man is boring, or is too consistent, or is this and that. It's not as exciting. He's not as dramatic. He's not as toxic. He ain't yelling at her. He ain't jealous like that. He ain't doing this, that, and the third. And because of that, they then feel like it's boring. They misclassify the relationship because they're not mature enough to understand that a relationship that is peaceful is priceless. Peaceful is priceless. Okay? And I think that a lot of times, I hate that for a lot of women. You find out too late. You find out too late that you left a good guy for the wrong reasons, and you chose the guy that was making your heart palpitate. And that man that was palpitating your heart was palpitating 3 other women's heart at the same time. It's a daggone shame. But it's a lesson you've got to learn in life. A lot of times women will leave men, good men, because they are not mature enough to understand that a peaceful relationship is absolutely priceless. Okay? So that's just that. What's the effect of AI love gonna have on us? I don't think AI love can, AI love is what? Ain't no AI gonna love me like a man gonna love me. I'm sorry, they gonna have to keep that. I want a human being. I know men want the AI. No, I want a man. I want a real live red hot blooded male in my presence. I don't want no daggone AI. What an AI gonna do? What an AI gonna do? We gonna have conversations? I have conversations with y'all. I want a man. I want a person, human being. Like, what's the AI gonna do? It's gonna talk to me? No, absolutely not. I need a hot-blooded, masculine, testosterone situation in my life. That's what I need. Shoot, I don't want no daggone AI. What's AI gonna do? I'm sorry, y'all. It's gonna talk to me. I need a body. I need a human. No disrespect. I know y'all. Some of y'all got y'all AI. Y'all want y'all AI relationship. You got your AI girlfriend, and I'm not mad at it. It's probably peaceful. It's probably peaceful. I just am not. I'm not sold. I would rather be with a human. I'd rather be with a human. Yes, I need a human.